It's 15th August today, so let me greet all Indians a very happy Independence Day. But unlike most of the publication, let me enlighten my audience with more insights onto how India got independence and what it means to us today. So, let's begin with the Mughal Empire era who came from Uzbekistan and not Arab as misunderstood. Around the year 1600, who forcefully started ruling on this land of Bharat, pet named as Sone ki Chidiya, which was then a superpower in world goods production. We call it as GDP. In those times, their Islamist rulers like Babur, Akbar, Aurangzeb ruled and looted until 1737 when Hindustan king Bajirao defeated the Mughals on the outskirts of Delhi and brought much of the former Mughal territories of South Delhi under Maratha. Also, from the time to time, the great Hindu kings like Maharana Pratap fought and won most battles against Mughal. The great Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj also defeated the Mughals in a number of battles which ultimately led to regain by Hindustani in India. However, the British East India Company first came to India in early 17th century as mere traders, but slowly they made their way into the land, exploiting innocent people, looting the resources that belonged to land of Bharat and colonized the nation with their divide and rule tactics. By the 19th century, the British had taken control of India, making it a direct colony. After around 90 years of British rule, with the efforts of many freedom fighters and revolutionaries like Mahatma Gandhi, Lala Lajpat Rai, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, and so on and on, finally, it was on August 15, 1947 when India received independence. This day marks the end of British oppression and the birth of a democratic nation and the beginning of a new era marked by self-rule and sovereignty. The highlight of India's independence comes from freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi with his policy of non-violence and civil disobedience fought this prolonged struggle through peaceful protest amidst sacrifices and bloodshed. Some of the leading followers of Gandhiji's ideology were Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Azad and others. On the other side, with Subhash Chandra Bose's more militant approach, different methods were used along with intellectuals such as Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, Rabindranath Tagore and Subramanya Bharati, who spread patriotic awareness that resulted in the ultimate independence. Thus, Indian independence movement was a series of historic events with the ultimate aim of ending British colonial rule. It lasted until 1947 when the Indian Independence Act 1947 was passed. But unfortunately, along with India's independence, August 15, 1947 is also the day of the partition of India and Pakistan along with today's Bangladesh. It is a sad period in history as the partition resulted in the displacement of people as Hindus and Muslims, consequently resulting in communal violence and tension even today. Nevertheless, in this Indian Hindustan side independence movement, it was in a great constant ideological evolution supplemented by visions of independent, economic development, democratic, republican and civil libertarian political structure. As a result, today in India, the Hindustan Independence Day celebrates the justice, equality and self-determination. The annual celebration includes flag hosting ceremonies, speeches, cultural programs and parades across the nation by people of all ages. On this day, the celebration on a national level, it starts with the flag hosting ceremony at the Red Fort in Delhi. Every year, the Prime Minister of India hosts the Tiranga and it is followed by a speech that is his address to the nation that will normally include achievements of the country in the past year and the challenges ahead and the plans for the future. schools, colleges, and various organizations also hold flag hosting ceremonies, parade, and cultural programs along with patriotic songs, dances, and skits to honor the heroes of the independence movement and to instill a sense of pride and patriotism in the younger generation. Just to add some general knowledge, our Indian national flag was designed by Pingali Vankaya, and this tricolor is a representation of India's values. Saffron for courage and sacrifice, white for peace and truth, and green for faith. The Ashoka Chakra in the middle is a symbol of justice. Finally, to conclude, while we celebrate the spirit of freedom, let us learn from the history and know ourselves as united citizens of a land of Bharat, the Hindustan, the India, as I recite this beautiful poetry in my following video. नमो नमः। मम नाम स्वयं सोढा अस्ति। सर्वभय स्वतंत्रता दिवसय हार्दिक शुभाशय। भारतं भारतं भवत भारतं, भारतं भारतं भवत भारतं, शक्ति सम्मितं युक्ति सम्मितं, शक्ति सम्मितं युक्ति सम्मितं, शक्ति युक्ति सम्मितं भवत भारतं। भारतं भारतं भवतु भारतं, शस्त्रधारकं शास्त्रधारकं, शस्त्रधारकं शास्त्रधारकं, शस्त्र शास्त्रधारकं भवतु भारतं। भारतं भारतं भवतु भारतं, कर्मनष्टकं धर्मनष्टकं, कर्म धर्मनष्टकं भवतु भारतं। भारतं भारतं भवतु भारतं, भक्ति सम्मितं मुक्ति सम्मितं, भक्ति सम्मितं मुक्ति सम्मितं, भक्ति मुक्ति सम्मितं भवतु भारतं। भारतं भारतं भवतु भारतं, भारतं भारतं भवतु भारतं।
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता।